Morning everyone, it's 7 a.m. on March 27th and we'll begin our practice, 15 minutes of yoga and movement and 15 minutes of meditation, silencing the mind or calming the nervous system. Alright, we'll begin. We'll find a comfortable seat on the floor, on your couch, on the bed, wherever you're practicing. And we'll bring our palms to heart center in Anjali Mudra. We'll close our eyes and place an intention for our practice. And the invitation for an intention this morning is bringing simplicity into our life. Bringing simplicity into our life. So we'll drop into, maybe the first thing is just our life at the moment and how can we make it a little bit more simpler through our thoughts and the ideas we have, through the plans for the future, through our expectations, simplicity through our communication with ourselves and with others, finding ways to simplify the message we're trying to kind of communicate. Simplicity in our diet. Maybe working with simpler recipes, less ingredients. In our activities, a simple walk, a simple book, a funny movie. So just welcoming simplicity into our life, into our day, into this moment. We'll release our palms. We'll place our hands on our thighs or on our knees, palms facing up. In our right palm, we'll place our intention. So just imagine the seed of simplicity, the seed of your intention in your right palm, and then make a fist with your right hand. Fingers curl in and you'll hold simplicity in your right hand. And in our left palm, we're going to dedicate our practice to 3 people. The first person is always ourselves. The second person is someone you love and care. You're inviting this person into your practice and you're inviting simplicity into their life, into their world. And the third person is up to you. It could be a stranger, it could be a family member, a loved one. And once you've decided your 3 beings that you are offering simplicity to, offering your practice to, then we'll make a fist with the left hand as well. We'll start with a bit of tapping. We're going to lift our palms and place our hands on the crown of our head and gently just tapping on the crown of the head as if raindrops are landing on the crown of the head. Tap, 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 tap. And then we're going to come at the start of the brows with our 2 fingers, index and middle finger, and just tapping the center of the forehead area, right at the beginning of our eyebrows, the thickest part of the eyebrows. And then we'll come to the outer edges of the eyebrows, the thinnest part of our eyebrows, just not on the soft spot of your temples, but you're still kind of tapping on bone area very gently. And then we'll come onto our cheekbones right beneath our eyes, Just the top of the cheekbones, releasing any kind of tension in our facial muscles and the sinuses. And with our dominant hand, we're going to tap right beneath the nose and top of the top lip and this area. Just tapping right up here, the maxillary bone. And then we'll come right at the center of the bottom lip, between our bottom lip and the top of the chin. And here, the mandible. And then finally from here we'll drop into our collarbones. So the collarbone area, a little bit below that. So this time not on the collarbone, a little bit below that, you'll find this drumming happening in your heart, in your chest. Drum, drum, drum. And then we'll tap the outer edge of our left hand with our right three fingers, the index, the middle, and the ring finger. Tapping the outer edge of the left hand. And then we'll do the opposite. The left hand will tap the right hand. And the last one is either side of our kind of rib cage area. So tapping on either side of your chest. You can do it one at a time. This time, again, with your right hand tapping the outer edge of your left rib cage area, and then we'll switch with the tips of your fingers the outer edge of the kind of right rib cage area. Beautiful. Come to center, we'll shake out our fingers, our forearms, our upper arms, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. And then we'll come into a seated position with straight legs in front of us, a little bend in our knees. We'll place our hands behind us. We'll just flex and point at our toe joints. So flexing and pointing at the toe joints, and then we'll flex and point at the ankle joints. And if you're able to, we'll make circles with our feet one direction, and circles with our feet the other direction. And we'll open our legs a little bit wider this time, placing the backs of your kind of eye of the knee on the floor. Imagine you're a race car driver. We're going to press the right foot on our gas pedal and release. Pressing the right foot on the gas pedal and release. Try that a few times and you might notice that, oh, you're kind of working in your hip joint as well. And then you can relax the right foot. We'll press the left foot on our brake pedal and release. Just testing our brake pads here. Pressing the left foot on the brake pedal and releasing. Beautiful. We're going to bring our feet back to center, rock our feet from side to side, windshield wipers. And from here we'll tap the backs of the calves on the floor or knees or thighs, bending one leg at a time, tapping the legs. And then finally we'll glide the heels back to the body until both legs are bent. Make sure to bend at the elbows a little bit so your triceps can work hard. And then we'll start rocking our knees from side to side. Jaw is soft, neck feels comfortable, and palms are nice and wide as we rock our knees from side to side. So we're going to come into crab or tabletop, and it's just simply placing palms somewhere comfy. Feet are on the floor with purpose, with meaning. We're going to press earth away, coming into our tabletop, and then gently placing the hips back down. We have 2 more to go, lifting and releasing. Again, strengthening those triceps, lifting and releasing. Once you're done and the hips touch the floor, we'll place our hands behind our thighs or on top of the shins, whichever one feels best for you. As we exhale, we'll round our spine. As we inhale, we'll lift our heart or arch our back a little bit. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, lifting heart and chest. Imagining you have a tissue box around your groin area. Each time you exhale and round your spine, the pelvic floor or the perineum kind of engages. And as you inhale, you drop the tissue. Exhaling, engaging the pelvic floor and the core muscles. Inhaling, softening. So try that a few more times. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor. Inhale, soften. This is it. We'll slowly come back to center. We'll bring the soles of the feet together into butterfly legs, and we'll just bring the inner thighs together and drop them open. Inner thighs get close and we'll drop them open. You can try that a few times. And it's up to you if you like to sit on a folded blanket, kind of lift your hips off the floor, or if you prefer to kind of just keep your hips on the floor, whatever feels most comfortable. And then we're going to come into a forward fold in this butterfly position. So soles of the feet together. You might like to start massaging the soles of your feet with your strong thumbs, and then you'll gently, gently come into a forward fold. As you enter your forward fold, if your belly is holding tight, soften here, and belly softens, breathing in and out, in and out. You might decide to rock from side to side. You might decide to just stay still. You might decide to do some cat-cows here, arching and straightening or rounding the back. So slowly we'll push earth away again, coming back to center. This time we'll bring the inner thighs, inner knees together. We'll straighten the left leg away. So your left leg is straight, your left foot is flexed, your toes are pointing up to the sky above. You can leave your right foot exactly where it is, reaching your left arm in front of you and then hugging your right knee into your chest, twisting to the right. Or you might decide to lift your right foot, place the right foot in the outer edge of your left foot, or left knee I should say. That might feel better. So you pick whatever feels right to you. Once the right foot finds a perfect house, then you can stretch your left arm in front, hug your right knee into your chest, and twist to your right. So the idea is to have 3 main points of contact here. The heel of your left foot is digging into the floor. So is your kind of ischium bones or your sit bones are pressing into the ground beneath you. You've made this beautiful triangle, and now you're building this amazing building with your spine soft but tall, shoulders away from the ears, and jaw joints are soft. And last thing is our gaze. We'll lock our gaze. And then simply softening the eyes, relaxing the head, and gently coming back to center. We'll try the other side. Right leg straightens, left leg bends. You can leave your left foot exactly where it is, or cross it and place it on the right side of your right knee. Stretching or kind of reaching your right arm in front, hugging the left knee into your chest, and then slowly, slowly twisting to the left. Then your right foot might kind of drop into loosey-goosey mode, and if it does, remind the right foot to flex again as you're pressing your right heel into the floor, sit bones equal pressure into the ground beneath you, spine grows tall, nice strong vertebra by vertebra stacks on top of each other, jaw is soft, and last thing is our gaze. We are going to come out as we soften our gaze and gently come back to center. You can place your hands behind you, tap the backs of the calves or knees on the floor, bend your legs, rock your knees from side to side, side to side. Alright. So we'll come back to center. We'll sit in a comfy position. You can place cushions under your sit bones or props, kind of blankets or towels under your thighs if you like. We'll come a little bit into our jaw joints, opening and closing the mouth. We'll wiggle the bottom jaw from side to side. We'll soften the tip of the tongue. We'll come into our neck. We'll start bringing one ear close to a shoulder. The head comes back to center. The other ear close to the other shoulder. And then if you wish, you can come into semicircular movements. Next time an ear gets close to a shoulder, the chin gets close to our chest. Semicircle until the other ear gets close to the other shoulder, and then chin gets close to the chest and the other side. And then so as the chin gets close to our chest, we'll remain here, and then softly bring the head back onto our shoulders. We'll bring a bit of shoulder rolls one direction, shoulder rolls the other direction, and a few seated cat-cows as we exhale, rounding the spine as we inhale, arching the back or lifting our sternum or the manubrium. And then we'll come into that perfect seat that you're able to kind of sit quietly and softly for the next 15 minutes. Again, you can make a mudra with your hand, either index and thumb touching, palms facing up. The mudra of allowing, accepting, being open to. Yana mudra or Gyan mudra, or you can do the opposite, chin mudra, palms facing down. Your spine is tall, but it's not stiff, so there's a bit of fluidity there. You might notice that you sway a little bit from side to side during this meditation, or forwards and back, and that's totally fine as well. And so as we stack our spine vertebra by vertebra on top of each other, the chin is not too close to the sky above, not too close to the ground beneath us. Nice comfy neck, back of the neck follows our spine. Jaw is soft. The tongue spreads wide in the bottom of our mouth. And we'll bring the word simple into our practice, into our being, into our day, the word simple. So just like meditation, first we'll silence the mind, simple, silencing the mind. Then we'll place an intention for our meditation, which is simplicity in the way of communication, maybe recipes or what we choose to eat or nourish ourselves with. Simplicity in our actions, in the chores we do and how we do them, in the work we're doing or we're planning to do. And simply bringing mindfulness, or in this case I call this mindlessness, taking the mind out of the practice. Or if mindfulness resonates with you more, and just being more mindful and not allowing thoughts that don't serve you to interfere your practice. So we'll press play on our thoughts, and I will press play on the thoughts and we'll allow thoughts to come. So we're welcoming thoughts, And as the thoughts come, we're going to let go of the thoughts that don't serve us. We'll simply show them the door and gently bow to them compassionately and allow these thoughts to move on. And for the purpose of this practice, you might decide that some thoughts you might like to just hold them a little bit dearer, a little bit nearer, a little bit closer. And if there are thoughts that serve a purpose, there are thoughts that, they kind of make you salivate, make your practice a little bit more delicious. And something about your past that brings you a bit of giggling or a smile onto your heart. Of course, welcome them, allow them to stay a little bit longer if you wish. And if there are thoughts for the future, a hope or a wish, and they make you feel good, and they make you feel sparkly and kind of giddy, of course you can allow them to stay a little bit longer. And then again, we'll allow these pleasant thoughts to move on as well. And then we'll drop into a place of ease, an ease of letting go, an ease of letting go. And you might have experienced this ease of letting go of objects, physical objects in your life, or maybe even relationships that you've let go. And sometimes it takes a time to process this letting go, or kind of grieve this relationship or something. I don't know, a piece of furniture or jewelry or something that had some sort of attachment, or we had some sort of attachment to it. And once the grieving process is ended, this letting go, it kind of feels good, makes you a bit lighter. So the word simple, I've kind of simplified it for my practice. Silencing the mind. An intention, placing an intention. A mindfulness or mindlessness, dropping into meditation. Pressing play or pressing pause on our thoughts. And then letting go of the good thoughts, letting go of the not so good thoughts. And then easing into this moment, easing into this practice. My voice is going to come as a background sound. So just leave my voice back there. You are simply softening into the silence of this present moment. As you press your sit bones into the ground beneath you, the ground meets up to kind of lift you, and you might notice that, your spine just elongated. Your shoulders will soften away, your neck will elongate, your jaw joints will soften, and the tip of the tongue widens, your entire tongue fattens and gets quite heavy in the bottom of your mouth. Your lips are luscious, kissable lips here. Your cheeks are soft. Your eyelids are soft. Your eyebrows lift in the sky of your forehead, and then they gently sit right above your eyes. Your scalp is free. You might feel sensations on the crown of your head. The crown chakra has opened up. And we're going to allow this beautiful ray of light, this beam of light, ray of sunshine to enter the crown of our head where our invisible crown sits. And it enters from the frontonelle, the little soft spot at the crown of our head, where it was quite soft at birth, and if we would place our hand, or a loved one would place their hand on the soft spot of our head, they could feel our heartbeat. And in French, I believe it means water fountain. So we'll enter the fontanelle and we'll kind of guide ourselves down into our spine, into our chakras, all the way entering into the base of our spine. And we'll find that perineum again. We did some pelvic floor strengtheners this morning. We enter into the perineum, the area between your pubic bone and our tailbone, from sit bone to sit bone, this diamond shape, and right at the center, kind of this opening, this energetic opening happens. And it's our root chakra. The visible roots are our beautiful, powerful legs with all our strong muscles, with all our dense bones, tissues, fascia. But we're going to go a little bit deeper into those invisible roots, the energetic roots. So find your energetic roots, and they're going to open up and they're going to find their way into the depth of your mat, into the ground beneath you, the cement, the foundation of the building, all the way down, 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 into the dark, into the damp of the ground beneath us, all the way down, into the center of the earth, into the heat, the lava. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Pick up your energy. Nourish, 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 just like trees and their roots, getting all the nourishment, everything they need, sucking it inwards and upwards and bringing it all the way back into your chakras. The 7 chakras light up all the way up to the crown of our head. Stay here, stay here, stay here. You might feel goosebumps all over your body. You might feel sweating. You might feel numbness. You might feel a chill. Stay here, stay here, stay here. Take in all that you need, all the energy, the power, the nourishment. Okay, and then we'll slowly invite the roots to come back to the body. And as the roots come all the way back to the body, all the way back, they're going to enter our body and they're going to intricately weave that pelvic floor. And we all have pelvic floors. We're intricately weaving this strong family of muscles at the base of our spine, at the pelvic floor area, the pelvic bowl area, the pelvic dome area. And at this moment, the root chakra closes. We'll move all the way up like an elevator, all the way up the spine into the crown chakra. And then if that invisible crown is outside your body, it's going to slowly sink into your skull and gently binding the crown chakra, closing the fontanelle. And at this moment, you might like to repeat this. I am whole. At this moment, I am whole. At this moment, I am perfect. At this moment, I am perfect just the way I am. At this moment, I am flawless. At this moment, I am flawless. I am united in body, breath, mind, soul, and spirit. At this moment, I am united. Here in this present moment, with me, with my family, with my friends, with my tribe, with my soul brothers and soul sisters, with my community, with Mother Earth and Father Sky, with the nature around me, with the universe around me, and with this planet. Just 1 minute in silence, inviting simplicity into the practice, into our day. At this point, we'll softly lift our hands off our legs or knees, bringing palms to heart center. We'll bow our head to our hands, to our heart, to our body, to the ground beneath us, to the sky above, and to the universe within. We'll place a smile onto our lips, we'll open our eyes, and we'll start our day with simplicity, with a little bit more mindfulness, or maybe mindlessness. Mwah. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for all your comments and for all the little beautiful hearts and thumbs ups that you send me.